Let's get started. We have so many things to talk about. He's the man, Dr. Daniel Villanueva. Where are you, sir? Look at you.
Good morning, Aunt Rochelle.
Hey, Beatrice Alvarado.
Hey there.
Beauty queen.
My name is Beatrice. I'm a financial aid counselor here.
The difference between FAFSA and TASFA.
U.S. citizens, permanent residents, naturalized citizens, those are the people that can apply for FAFSA. TASFA, that is for our students if they're here, like if they're under DACA or if they are under working visa, then they can apply for TASFA. It's a separate application for international. Now that's through our office. That's not a federal or state thing. That's just whatever institutional funds we have available. On October 1st, when that FAFSA and TASFA application, they generally come out at the same time.
MD Lopez says, what is the deadline for FAFSA?
We have a priority deadline. It is April 1st for our FAFSA students, and then TASFA, it is January 15th, and that's just because it does have to be done manually. So you're either FAFSA or TASFA, you're one or the other, you're never both. Make sure that you have your 2021 tax information for both of those documents because they will be asking for that information. So it's going to be the prior year.
Everybody's been talking about Texas grant.
It is geared towards our either incoming freshman students. So if they recently graduated from high school, or even if it's a homeschool or GED, our transfer students, they also qualify for this as long as they have their associate's degree within also a 12-month span. You do have to accept it on your MyUHD portal. Now, once you have that in there, there's also going to be 2 additional documents you have to submit as well. And that's the selective service form and also a new child support correction form. We do have a lot of other students that submitted their documents. Once we get those submitted, completed, reviewed, we will then be able to disperse the funds, but we don't have a concrete date yet. So we are asking students to just monitor their account. It will show you the grants, and it will, whenever you scroll down a little bit, it'll have that information on there. All of our information's on there.
You mean to tell me that I can go to the website and get this information, Beatrice?
How about that, right?
I hear that there's a workshop coming up.
These workshops that we're going to have available, they will be coming sometime in October. And more detailed information on that as the time comes. Per federal regulations, once you receive your first bachelor's degree, then generally you won't be eligible for federal grants. Now, it's possible that the institution like UHD, we might have some institutional grants that might be available. edu.edu/financial/scholarships. You can find all of those. That's the plug right there. Make sure to bookmark it. Check it every month. I tell students, check it every month, at the beginning, at the end of every month. You never know what might be on there.
Yeah. Let's talk about the financial aid YouTube. Go to the UHD Financial Aid and YouTube and subscribe. The Social Gators have made some tips for everybody. Be early. Make sure you don't have any holes. They say know your ID number, and most importantly, be happy with what you get, even if it's only $100. Come on, get in. They right here.
And what else do they have to say to our students about financial aid?
Be there early. Definitely, if you still have problems with holds, get those holds taken care of.
Can we get help filling out FAFSA to make sure we have filled it out correctly?
10 a.m. to 2 p.m. When you go to uhd.edu/financial, you can find our Zoom lobby link. Just make sure that you have your tax documents with you.
Norma says, is there any other COVID refund aid y'all giving out? Oh, here we go.
We have awarded all of the Gator Cares funding. The funding has been depleted. They all receive the same amount. So no one got $1 more, no one got $1 less, or at least they shouldn't have. So that is something that we want to let y'all know. But if there is any other future opportunities, we generally will send it to the Gator Mail. And you can also check uhd.edu/GatorCares, see if that website has been updated. But as of right now, all funds have been depleted.
Now, for the people in the back who don't know, what does depleted mean?
It's gone, Aunt Rochelle. Ain't no more money.
Ain't no more money.
That's what we need to. Ain't no more Gator Cares. Tanva says, I used up all FAFSA money for 2022-23. Is there any funds I can apply to cover this fall semester. Wait a minute.
There is a limit on how much a student can utilize within their entire college career at studentaid.gov. They have a lot of great information that will explain, and it'll have it in different categories of how much you can use as an independent student. Yes, right there. If you go under Understand Aid, it should have the information there. It has all of the information on how financial aid works, the types of aid, going to the eligibility, staying eligible, regaining the eligibility. A lot of students will check under, when you go under types of aid, you can click on scholarships, and on there is where you can find all the different opportunities.
Yes, we're so glad. Yes, RIP Gator. Can we still apply for grant or loan for this fall semester?
You still can. And if you submit your FAFSA, we may be able to see what you are federally eligible for.
Scholarship for books.
You are expecting a refund, or if your balance is already zeroed out and you're expecting a scholarship, then that money will go to you. You can utilize that for your school expenses, whether it's books or materials.
As if a student accepted a loan, finished all steps in advance, why does the disbursement take so long to be issued? When can someone who accepted a loan expect to see some of that money? Now, Eduardo, that was 2 questions. All right.
On the MyUHD portal, they accept their loan. Then we will see that in the system. Your interest accountant and your master promissory note. Those 2 requirements, they're federal requirements. 1 to 3 days is by the time when you submit it online, we should receive it in our system. Now we do have to originate it, which can take a day or 2. But basically, once we do get that process going, within the week is when you start seeing the money move over, as long as you have submitted the required documents.
All right. Oh, Christian Joel says to receive financial aid for this semester.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as you have submitted your FAFSA and you've submitted all the required documents, then that's fine. You should be able to still see if you qualify for anything federally.
Am I supposed to fill out a 23 to 24 FAFSA form if I'm going to graduate in the school?
So unless you're coming in as a graduate student or a post-baccalaureate student, you don't have to fill out this FAFSA once you're graduating in the spring, because this is geared towards August of 2023 to January of 2024.
All right. Oh, it's Financial Aid Friday. You guys, be easy. Don't forget to subscribe to the Financial Aid YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram, Financial Aid, Twitter, Financial Aid, Facebook, Financial Aid. If you are here on the Facebook Live and you have not started following the Facebook, what are you doing? It's right now. All right, y'all, that's it. That's all we got. We're excited to be here. Go Gators!